This lesson is showing how to draw a line through a point given the slope of that line. So we are going to start with, it says to sketch a line that has a slope of 3 and passes through the point 4, -2. So first of all, we have to find the point 4, -2. So we'll locate that, and that will be coordinate of x is 4, coordinate of y is -2. So we'll go to 4 on the x, -2 on the y, and we're going to plot that point. So we have a line that's going to pass through that point. Now we have an infinite number of lines that pass through that point, but this particular line is going to pass through it with a slope, which is called m, of 3, and we're going to make it a fraction over 1. Okay, and the 3 tells us the change over in the y's over the 1, which is the change in the x's. Okay, so we're going to find another point so that from this point to that other point, it has a change in y of 3 and a change in x of 1. So from this point, let's do a change in y, +3, 1, 2, 3. So from this y -2 to this y 1, it goes up, and I'm just going to make a little arrow there to show that it goes up 3, and then it's +1, so it has to go right 1. So we've gone up 3, +1 to the right, so there's another point on the line. So if we connect those 2 points, that will be the line that passes through this point, 4, -2, at this particular slope. That's how much of a slant it is. So we could also find another point by doing, if it's +3 over 1, we could also say that's -3 over -1. So we could also go down 3. So we've gone from -2 down to -5. And then after we go down 3, now we go left 1. Because -3 over -1 is the same thing as a +3 over 1. And that gives us this point right here. And now we've got 2 points, 2 extra points. And that shows us that through this line, our point, 4, -2, we have this line. And I kind of hit my finger there. But that would be the line. And the 2 new points we'd like to point out, no pun intended, 4. Okay, this is going to have an x-coordinate of 5 and a y-coordinate of 1. And this point down here will have an x-coordinate of 3 and a y-coordinate of -5. All right, so let's look at our next example. So this time we're going to pass through the point 0, 5. So that's 0 on the x, 5 on the y. So we're going to go to 0 on the x and then up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 5. So we've got a line that's going to pass through that point with this slope. So my slope m is going to be either -1 over +4, or we could say it's +1 over -4. So let's look at the change in y's over the change in x. So let's start with -1 over 4. So for that one, if we go down 1, down -1, and now we're going to go right 4. So we're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our new point. And that point is at 4, 4. So we could also use 1, -4, so we can go up 1, +1, and then left 4. So go 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's our next point. And that's going to be -4, 6. And so that line passes through the point, 0, 5. We've got 2 other points to show from that slope. And notice that this one is supposed to be a negative slope, and it goes down nice negative. The first one was positive, 3/1, and it goes up, puff, puff, positive. All right, so let's go to example or problem number 3. So this time we're going to sketch the line has a slope of -2 and passes through -3, -2. So we are going to go to -3, -2 on the graph. So here's the x coordinate, y coordinate. So we're at -3 and then down at -2. And then our slope is -2/1. So we're going to put -2 over +1. Or it could be +2 over -1. Changing y's, the numerator, changing x's in the denominator. So we're going to go down 2, right 1. So we're going -2 on the y's. And then we're going to go right 1 on the x. So there's my new point. And that point is going to be -2, -4. And now we're going to go up 2, 1, 2, and left 1. And so we're at the point -4, 0. And now we're going to draw the line. It's a negative slope, and it is going down from left to right. So that is one of those nice negative slopes. And our last one, we have, it's going to go through the point -1 on the x, 1 on the y. So we go to -1, 1. And now our slope, m, is going to be 3/2. So that could be +3 over +2 or -3 over -2. Changing y over changing x. So if we go from this point and go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and right 2, 1, 2, we're going to be at our new point 1, 4. And then if we go down 3, 1, 2, 3, left 2, we're going to be at our new point -3, -2. So if we connect those dots, there's our line, and it's a positive slope, puff, puff, positive. All right, so I haven't done this in a while, but how about if when you come in tomorrow, you shuffle, no, let me think about this. I'm thinking, how about if you lay your assignment down, or your notes down, and on problem number 1, you lay your pencil across the 6, so it looks like a line, horizontal line going through 6. And how about, oh, I know, let's do this. You're going to write above it, put this is 0 fun on your paper. And then right under that, you just put your horizontal line. So it covers up 6. And I'll know exactly what you're talking about. So that's a horizontal line which has a 0 slope. All right, have a good evening. See you tomorrow.